is a fun challenge. When we had practice the other day, Dalton here, was getting his swing analysis done, and the battery died after he took one swing. So we're going to try to challenge ourselves here in Baseball University swing analysis to see how much can we learn from watching one ball player take one swing, which I guess I'm trying to prove a point, especially with some of you older players that might be watching this. Pro scouts, college coaches, they don't need to see more than a couple swings to know if you're a ball player. This is not a it's the most complicated game that's ever been played on planet Earth, but at the same time, if you've mastered that game, not necessarily, as a Hall of Fame ball player, but someone who's just taken the time to learn baseball, the IQ of it, the analysis and mechanics of it, if you can evaluate talent, it does not take a long time to figure out, if you got a ball player. So, who we got here? This is Dalton. He's a sixth grader. This will be his first year on the team. I like the kid a lot. Definitely one of the better sixth graders that's been showing up. But to be honest, we don't have a lot of sixth grade involvement this year. It's one of the lighter classes I've seen so far at this school that I'm at now, and he'll probably spend most of his year on the JV squad, learning the game, getting stronger, because he's like many of these other sixth graders. He's got this big old bat. So here's the swing. We'll go ahead and take a look at the swing from that day. It's just one, so keep an eye on it. Took a while for him to get that swing, didn't it? There it is. All right. So let's learn a few things. All right, first thing. Setup. Not bad. Whatever, has an idea. He's trying to keep that front leg up. He's up on the toe. It shows you how young he is, too, and how basic a lot of the advice is at a young age. It's not bad advice, but, that's one of the things you'll hear is, like, get up on that front toe. You don't want all that weight on that front foot. So at least he's got that idea. You can kind of see it's a little barred on that back leg. Decent little setup with the hands, elbows up, bats pointing back at that catcher. No flexion yet. There's still not a lot of athletic movement. It's very still. You can kind of see that pitch is about to arrive. You can see in his eyes. All the weight is barred on that back leg, but there's no real athletic charge. It's just a step and go. And the hands go down. All the weight is going onto the front foot here. And, what we start to see as the swing comes through is the out and around. So it's probably an outside pitch. Look at that front leg. There's no hip torque yet. Those hips have got to snap and pull that front leg sharp. Not getting around on that back hip. No torque at all. You can see the back leg collapses. Hands go to the ball, heads down on it, and he really feels through it. You can see he just kind of pushes with those hands to get the ball. Okay, and then the bat wraps around the shoulder. So again, watch that bat path. It's down, out, and around. All arms. Got to start getting some hips going. This is where there's a couple of simple drills. One is just getting up on a wall each day and working on firing them hips, like working towards getting those hips to snap. And the player we're going to look at today is an oldie but goodie. Is my favorite baseball player growing up. Kyle Ripken's lived a pretty interesting life, some good, some bad. But when you're a kid, you're just focusing on Lou Gehrig's streak getting broken. And when I was in fifth grade, I was at the 21-31 game. It was amazing. But one thing about Cal Ripken was he had a billion baseball stances. His hitting stances would change every week. But this was essentially the firing point he'd get to every time. He was a tall guy. He'd take that long stride. So with Dalton, what we need to really think about here is look at all that weight staying distributed, right? It's staying back. His hands are high. They're not dropping down. And watch as the hands come through. His hips are going to fire. Boom, that back leg or that back toe comes up off the ground because he's firing those hips and those hands through. Staying down through the baseball. That front leg buckles, right? So we go back and look at your swing here, right after the swing. Sorry, I gotta get to it. Oh, Messing up a little bit. All right, here's your swing. Sorry. There's that. Here's him. You. Him. All right, look at those legs. Snapping that front leg. The torque is so fierce it snaps that front leg straight. It buckles and that back leg fires through. Look at your back leg. Look at Ripken's, right? And then you see the follow through all the way through. The weight goes through the swing. We take a look at your follow through. You can kind of see it's just a wrap. The front side never cleared. So try to learn as much as we could from one swing. Dalton is going to get a lot better. He's not a kid who should be swinging a -5, -3. That's the strange part about middle school baseball is there really should probably be a JV league where kids can use -10s and -8s. And the more advanced 8th and 7th graders can try their hand at the bigger bats. Decent setup in a swing. I think there's a lot to be excited about in our young players, but they got to keep getting that instruction, right? So the best thing about Dalton's swing right now is his setup. He's got a good idea. All right, it's Baseball University signing out.